Hey guys, I've got some interesting games recently that I wanted to share. I normally do not buy sealed old games, meaning I open everything, so I'm not like a collector that collects sealed copies and keeps them, for their value and resell them later. If I buy a game, even if it's an expensive game, I plan on playing it. I'm buying it for my collection because I want to play it. I'm not a completist that has to have every single game that came out on every single system. Um, Basically, a couple games I've gotten recently were sealed, and they're either harder to find ones or just older. And I figured I would just open them while I'm also showing what I've gotten recently. The first one being not an expensive game or really hard to find game at all. Final Doom on the PS1. This was actually, I traded another game to a friend for this, and I like the only aspect I really like about opening these on like camera to you guys is that in case I find like a broken disc inside or something funny, every once in a while, even buying brand new games, I will come across something like that. So, and what, it takes 2 seconds to open it, so I'm showing you that I got it as I open it. But this I actually traded a copy of a PS2 game, Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne. I have had a few copies of it, and I wanted a special edition of it that came with a soundtrack, so I traded my regular edition for this. And let's see, is there a disc inside? Yay, it's in there and it's not cracked. And why do people check? You buy a new game, new CD or something, you always gotta check and like make sure the disc isn't like scratched. Like, it could be, but the chances are pretty damn slim that you'd be buying something new that has an issue. The funny thing about this is, as I'm saying that, there's some white shit all on the edge of the disc. I don't know if you can, you can see it right there. And it's not really coming off easy. There it comes. Okay. That's weird. Oh well, I'll have to scratch at that some more in a minute. I wonder what the hell that was. Some dried cocaine that has fallen into the Final Doom case, apparently. The other one being, now it's rare in the sense that there probably wasn't very many of these sold, and they don't seem to come up on auction, on eBay, or online very often. And rare for the fact that probably a lot of people don't even give a crap about them. This is for the Nokia N-Gage. There's been probably about 8 or 9 games that I really want for it. I have 4 of them, so that makes a total of like 14, 15 games I'll eventually own for it. But this, they were originally asking something like $80 for it, I think. And I was like, I'm not going to pay that much for an N-Gage game, even if it's sealed, because I couldn't find any cheap used ones. The cheapest used one I found was like $70 too. So people are just asking weird prices because they never come up on auction, or not very often. So I talked them down to $40 plus shipping, which for a sealed game, that isn't bad to me, because that's the price it was when it was new, and it's not like I'm going to go find this at a store anywhere. So I'm opening it, and I know some people will be like, why the hell are you going to open that? But, oh well. Like I said, I don't keep my games sealed, because that's just goofy to me. But more power to you if you do. So, oh, this has a nice little pull tab. I'm trying to do this quickly, because I know it is not that interesting to, at least for me, it's not interesting to watch someone open a game case. And yay, the game's in there. And the cool thing about the N-Gage, actually, if you've never played or opened an N-Gage case or whatever, you actually got quite an interesting setup in here. It comes with, on this, obviously the game, and it came with, there's a little extra slot to put another game, but then you get this little plastic case right here. It's opened, it folds in half when you pull it out, that you can fit 4 more games in, and then obviously your manual and your go online crap, and what's this? This is a map? What is it? It is just explaining about your skills, and it has a little like poster. It's kind of cool. But yeah, it makes me think that like Nokia was thinking you would throw away your game cases. Like you'd keep maybe one game case to store your extra games in, but then you'd throw away all the other ones because it came with the extras. So I obviously don't throw away my game cases, but it's cool if they pack that stuff in. Either way. So those are the two that I had that were sealed that I wanted to open. I have another sealed game that's coming within the next 4 or 5 days, and that'll be a tough one to open because that is a incredibly rare game, and I'll include it in a future video, so I won't even ramble on about it. A little teaser for next time. It's a Sega CD game, and those are not easy to come by sealed, especially harder to find ones. The other games I picked up, a couple more for the N-Gage. One is Xanadu, and actually this was sealed too, but I opened it about a week ago, so oh well. You didn't get to see me take plastic off of it. Another RPG. I mainly started trying to get all the RPGs, role-playing games that were on the N-Gage first, and then I'm going to pick off the other few I would like to get. Xanadu Next. I don't think I said the name yet. It's called Xanadu Next. Oh yeah, and this one was The Root Gates of Chaos. If I forgot to say the name for that one too, sorry. And then Pocket Kingdom Own the World. This was it was the world's first global, massively multiplayer online mobile game. It's a friggin' mouthful. But not really much in the sense of like gameplay of moving a character or control anything like that. It was sort of you had a screen with a background of like a beach or a forest or something on it, and then it's just turn-based, RPG, selecting back and forth of characters. The lingo that they use is sort of goofy. Like they actually talk as if you were like chatting like in a message board back in the like late 90s, early 2000s. So that's sort of odd. It's like one of the quotes is, "I'm about to bust a cap up in this piece." That's like what one of the characters, is saying. So, sort of goofy. That one I only paid $9 for, and it was free shipping, so not a big deal on that. New 3DS game, Rayman 3D. I've just recently sort of got back into the Rayman series. I hadn't played a game for that series in so long, but they're just really fun platformer games. Speaking of weird platformer games, I also, along with the N-Gage, I've been trying to get some more odd handheld games, just meaning that ones I didn't really own back when I was a kid, and I didn't really own anything for the Game Gear, so I picked up Dynamite Headdy on the Game Gear, just the cartridge, and Shining Force, the Sword of Hajya. Hajya. And with older games that had cardboard boxes, I don't have to get the cardboard box. I'm not going to pay another double the price or even more just to have the cardboard box for one of the older games. So, newer games that are being put out now, if it has a cardboard box or an outer sleeve or something like that, I want to get that just because there's no excuse. I have the money, I have a job, I'm an adult, I'm not an 8-year-old kid that doesn't have money. So, that's the reason why I guess I don't feel I need to collect the older ones, because I didn't have the option to get them when I was really a kid. So, then the final game I have is Lunacy on the Sega Saturn, which is put out by one of my favorite companies, Atlas. I am really, really coming to the end of collecting all the old Atlas games I didn't own. There's 2 more, I think, that I need to get, and right now I'm currently trying to bid on one of them, called Jack Bros on the Virtual Boy, and that game is ridiculously expensive, so I'm trying not to spend the money that they're asking for it. And then I got some older guides for some games, just some old RPGs and adventure games. I got Parasite Eve guide for the PlayStation 1. It's in decent shape. It has all its stickers, which is... I didn't even know the guide had stickers in it. A little bent up on the back, but I think I got that for like $3. And then Grandia 3. And Suikoden 5. Both of those are on the PS2. And then a really nice condition, just a little bit of bending on it, of Zelda Ocarina of Time strategy guide. And it has its little poster in it and everything, so that was pretty cool. They had like 2 or 3 of them, and most of them were all beat up at the store I went to. But that one was pretty fancy. So that's it. Just a short update. Well, it's not really short, over 10 minutes, but not very many games update. I did get, let me quickly show, I did get this standee that I haven't mentioned for Skyward Sword, I don't know, about a month or so ago, and I need to rearrange this room to kind of make it fit better in here. But that's it for now, I guess. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time. Peace.